Hey everybody, welcome back to Rock the Rep. This is part 2 of Olivia Rodrigo's Good For You. In part 1, we focused on the breathiness that is used inside the verse. Today, we're going to focus on a completely different approach that happens in the chorus. So we're going to start, and we're just going to use part of the chorus, but what I'm going to give you today, you can kind of paint across the whole chorus. So what you learn on these phrases, apply these techniques across the chorus, and it will help you. So we're just going to work the section that is, well, good for you, you look happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Oh, I wish that I could do that. Okay, step 1 to getting there is to start at the playground. So when we're kids and we're at the playground, the teasing phrase is na 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 na. So I want you to take that na 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 na, and I want you to sing what I just played through on na 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 na. Here we go. Ready? And na 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 na. I didn't quite get that last up. It ain't easy. All right, so step 2 is you're going to use that as your vocal filter. So what I mean by that is you want to sing this chorus in the shape that you just found on the na. So if we were to break that shape down, it would be wide lips, a mid-jaw, jaw's not very open. We're kind of in a smile. You can see my top row of teeth, and you can hear a little bit of nasality in it. So we have smile, the mid-jaw, and a little bit of nasality because of that na, which leads us there. So we're going to use that as though it were an Instagram filter, right? So you take the picture and you can pick all the different filters that you want. So we're putting now what we would call a vocal filter on it. So go to your na-na-na shape, na-na-na, and then I want you to sing the phrase in that shape. For example, na-na-na, good for you. All right, so let's try those words in the na-na-na filter shape. Here we go. Ready? And good for you, you look happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Now I wish that I could do that. Okay, now, once you get that shape, obviously you don't want to feel like you're the Joker the whole time. I feel like you're locked into that. It's more like to get you there to find it, and then once you find it, then you can loosen it up a little bit. But let it always be your home base. Good for you, you look happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Now I wish that I could do that. Now, the final step is sip, then sing. One of the biggest things that conspires against a singer when they are trying to belt is a breath that's too big. So if you will think, sip the air, then sing the phrase, that will keep you from over-tanking and creating pressure here. So now we're going to play all those things and we're going to sip before we sing. Here we go. We get that in place. Good for you, you look happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Now I wish that I could do that. The other thing you can do, and I just saw my screen go black, so I hope you heard that. If you didn't, sip then sing. The other thing that you can do is also what I call an ouch breath, like, ooh, that hurt. So if it's a little too tricky to pull off, try ouch, okay? Good for you, you look happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Well, good for you, you're looking great out there without me, baby. Now I wish that I could do that. All of those things will help you fight the urge to overtank. And then it's just a practicing game to figure out, like, how much air do I actually need? Because that time through, I was a little short on air. So I would want to adjust accordingly. But I want you to start from the place of less air rather than more air. because it's easier to add it in, it's harder to pull it back, and it can create constriction. Okay, so there's part 1 and part 2. Practice those, and then join me this Friday at 5 p.m. And one of my whalers, Carlin Smith, is actually going to do a live coaching with me on that using these very techniques that I have broken down for you this week. So you get to see it kind of live working with one of my singers here in New York City. All right. Have a great evening. If you have any questions about this, I'm happy to answer them. Drop them in the comments below. And thanks for joining me. See you soon.